great journey out of Africa. 70,000 years ago, in the heart of what is now Ethiopia, a small group of humans, just a few hundred souls, began to walk north. They had no maps, no compass, only the raw instinct to survive. If that tiny group hadn't moved, you wouldn't be here today. Today, there are 8 billion of us. Different languages, different cultures, different faces. But genetic research tells us something very clear. We all come from the same ancestors. And those ancestors started their journey in Africa. So, how did we leave? Where did we go? And how did this journey shape humanity? This is that story. Why did they leave? Roughly 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens emerged in Africa. For a long time, they stayed. But then something changed. Scientists believe there were two main reasons. First, the climate. About 70,000 years ago, the Toba supervolcano in Indonesia erupted with unimaginable force. It was so massive that the global climate shifted. Forests shrank, food became scarce. Some researchers believe the human population plummeted to just a few thousand people. Those who survived had to find a new way. The second reason was curiosity. It is in our nature to seek new horizons. When the food runs out, when the water dries up, we move. That instinct is what brought us here. Which path did they take? The exodus likely didn't happen all at once. It happened in waves. The main route was this: from East Africa, north, through what is now Egypt and the Sinai Peninsula, into the Middle East. From there, they split. One group headed east, following the coastlines to India, then Southeast Asia, and finally reaching Australia. That arrival happened about 50,000 years ago. Back then, sea levels were lower, making it possible to cross between islands on foot. The other group turned north and west, spreading into Europe and Central Asia. Thousands of years later, those who reached Asia continued eastward. And about 15,000 years ago, crossing a land bridge where the Bering Strait stands today, they entered the Americas. So, it wasn't Columbus who discovered America. Thousands of years ago, our Asian ancestors were already there. How do we know this? There are no written records, no photographs. So, how do we reconstruct the past? From 3 sources. First, fossils. Human bones found across the globe show us who was where and when. Second, DNA. When we look at the genetic code of modern humans, the oldest and most diverse gene pool is found in Africa. The further we get from that continent, the less genetic diversity we see. Because with each wave of migration, only a small group moved forward. Third, archaeology. Cave paintings, stone tools, artifacts. These are the footprints left behind in time. When these 3 sources align, the picture becomes clear. Is the journey over? No. Humans are still migrating today. War, climate, economy. The reasons change, but the instinct remains the same. Search for a better place, survive, move forward. Think about this. What did those first explorers feel when they stepped onto a new continent? Fear? Curiosity? Hope? Likely, all 3. Just like the millions of people moving today. Where does the story go next? Some scientists call Mars the new Africa. One day, a small group of humans will leave their home once again. They will step into a new world. And thousands of years from now, their descendants might say, "We came from Mars." Humanity has always walked, and we will not stop. 70,000 years ago, those few hundred people left Africa. Today, they are the ancestors of 8 billion. The journey that brought you here has started that day. Tell me, do you think this journey will ever truly end?